Hi. I am reading from the research that David and I did when we were leaving the organization in 1988. This research was sent to the Watchtower, and we're on the second issue, that we build our entire prophetic picture on a single crumbling foundation, the year 1914. By our own definitions, therefore, we continue to be guilty of blasphemy and slander against Jehovah. So last time we read the stated policy of God. This time we're going to read definitions from Scripture and from the literature about blasphemy, presumptuousness, and slander. So the first one is Romans chapter 2, verse 24. For the name of God is being blasphemed on account of you people among the nations. James 2, verses 5 to 7. Listen, my beloved brothers. God chose the ones who are poor respecting the world to be rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom, which he promised to those who love him. Did he not? You, though, have dishonored the poor man. The rich oppress you, and they drag you before the law courts. Do they not? They blaspheme the fine name by which you were called. Do they not? 1 Samuel 15, verses 22 and 23. To obey is better than a sacrifice, to pay attention than the fat of rams. For rebelliousness is the same as the sin of divination, and pushing ahead presumptuously the same as using uncanny power and teraphim. Psalm 19, verse 13. Also from presumptuous acts hold your servant back. Do not let them dominate me. In that case, I shall have remained innocent from transgression. In the Finnish mystery, Pastor Russell's posthumous work, as they call it, it says blasphemies against God are misrepresentations of the divine character and plan. And then we have a series of quotes from Rutherford in a booklet called Prohibition and the League of Nations. I should have told you the reference in the Finnish Mystery was in the 1917 edition, page 197. Okay, so in the Prohibition booklet, that's a 1930 publication, on page 4, Rutherford says, to slander Jehovah God means to give utterance to words that cast reproach and dishonor upon his name. Such word, being false, tend to turn the people away from God, and therefore are to their injury. The words of dishonor and reproach can do no injury to God himself, to be sure, but they belittle him in the minds of mankind, and therefore do injury to men. If the people are given a wrong conception of God and of his purposes, the result is injury to the people. Slanderous words against God may be spoken maliciously and with the intent to do injury to his name, but they are more often spoken ignorantly or carelessly, or to accomplish some selfish purpose on the part of individuals, and therefore work even greater injury to the name of God in the minds of the people. When one holds himself out as a representative of God and claims to speak as such, his slanderous words do more injury than if the speech is openly against God. If one who gives utterance to the words holds a high and responsible position amongst the people, his words carry greater weight with the people. And when his words misrepresent God, then greater injury results to the people. Again, from the same Prohibition and the League of Nations book, page 23, he says, "An act of presumption is properly defined in this manner: to assume authority, to do an act, and then to perform that act without first having received authority so to do. It means to do what one is not warranted in doing. Sin means the transgression of God's expressed will or word, which is his law. To assume authority to do an act in the name of God when no such authority has been given to so speak or act in the name of God, and then to perform the act, is clearly a presumptuous sin, as defined by the Scriptures." From the same book, page 38, "Men of any organization claiming to represent God and claiming that God endorses and approves their action are entitled to their opinion as men, but they have no right to mislead the people by claiming that they speak with authority from Jehovah God. In so doing, they are guilty of presumptuous sin." From the same publication, Prohibition and the League of Nations, page 42, "The crime of blasphemy is the doing of anything or act or uttering speech that brings reproach upon the name of God and upon his Christ." Well, judgment from your own mouth. I'm going to link to a video called JWs Keep Giving God Deadlines. Setting dates is not only presumptuous, it is actually blasphemous. And this video I'm reading from some writings of C.S. Lewis on date setting and the folly of it. Thanks for watching.